lot of us really don't know the purpose for ministry. A lot of us really don't know what the aim of ministry is. You interview the average young man, the average young woman who sense the movements of God upon their vessel, and everything they think about is to go and do exploits for God. This is even a heart that is holy enough to attribute glory back to God. And when you begin to ask them questions that borders around specific manifestation, to what end is there need for another church? You already have more than 2 churches on the average street of the normal Christian dominated area. And it is still obvious that the rule, the reign of rebellion still holds sway over the souls of men. We already have so many people week in, week out, spending a bulk of their time within the 4 walls of the church. And yet transformation is not factored into their nature. We already have people with all kinds of watchwords, with stickers and all kinds of things reflecting the things that they hope that will find expression in their life at the course of the next 365 days. But go and see them at the end of the year, whether that thing was in their life. No. And we continue to recycle the same method. One generation passed the baton to the next. We clap hands about things that the elders cry for. Oh, for a while now, these burdens are my only message. Many of us don't know what ministry is. And so it is important, because I know that there are a lot of people that God has brought to sit here for just a moment, because there is fire burning on your inside. There is a field Jesus has for you. And like the foxes of Samson, he will unleash you in the fullness of time. But before you run into fields and set them on fire, make sure that it is a fire that was ignited by holy fingers. You don't know how happy heaven becomes when they make one minister one. The making of a minister. God is more interested in making a man than a church. Because at the end of the day, it is the man that makes the ministry. God will give many dealings just to form one minister. When a minister comes out in his day of manifestation, you are the one that did not follow the story. He must have been purged by fire. His life will be full of all kinds of tribulation. It is these things that mold him. His certificate in the world of spirits are bettered by both sorrow, both trouble, both tribulation. He does not have a story all the time that God is faithful. Look for a minister. I will show you scars in his body. There are many chapters of his life that men will never know. And he is never given the chance to disclose it. Only spirits look into the intimate parts of his members and they see all the scars. There are things that are not wrong, but Jesus will not let them go into it. You know, you wake up anytime you like. You enter a relationship anytime you like. No reference about. See, the matter of ordination requires a level of sanctification. And by sanctification, I'm speaking in the context of consecration. Your consecration will not be only unto God. They will shift your consecration onto your choices in life. They can bring consecration into time. That is your use of time. Consecration will enter it. You watch a movie and you lose your peace. This kind is only for those that are in the school of the Spirit, that God wants to graduate them and hand over an assignment to them. Consecration can now enter your clothing, the way you appear. No spirit will write this one in the pages of the Bible. It will be your customized dealing. Only you and God know that for you, others may, but you cannot. Consecration begins to touch other areas of your life that is not spelt in black and white in the Holy Book. And so it will be an error for you to carry that dealing and begin to teach it, because this is a consecration that is molding you into becoming who you are born to be. Mind you, as a minister, Today is because of those young crops I see in the realm of the spirit. It is because of them that this message is coming. You will need to maximize the raining season. You will need to store water because drought is coming. You know, there are desert plants that have capacity to stay in arid regions and still thrive in the midst of dryness. You will live. Who is a minister? When Satan begins to ravage a territory, when Satan begins to prosper in a space, when demonic activity begins to go unchecked, and the lives of people become a product, helplessly a product of the permutations of spirits in their space. When heaven becomes displeased about what is happening in that place, the solution to correct that abnormally becomes a man. They give one man admission into the school of the spirits. Hey, every minister has his mission field. You are not sent to everywhere. There is a particular place that your training prepared you for. This is why there is too much need for discernment and too much need for alignment. Because if you are not in alignment, you will miss the particular decisions that pertains to your manifestation. And if you don't have discernment, you will miss timings. Because in the time where you should move, you will continue to sit.